Welcome to my latest episode of Weekly Insights with Joanie, and these are edited slides that I'm going to be using in this series, and it comes from my brand new online course, Drive Through Make It Your Own, which will be up at the end of August on udemy.com. And what we're going to do now is do a three-part series, and this is the first part where we're going to talk about how to get unstuck from a stress-filled path. On the surface, leaving a toxic, difficult situation may seem the logical thing to do. So why do so many people find it challenging to make changes to a path they know is not producing the results they desire? And why is it even more difficult to completely step off an unfulfilling path if that is what is needed? Be it a relationship, job, living space, a specific behavior, or a combination of them. If you can relate to staying in an unhealthy and uncomfortable situation for as long as you did, you're not alone. In the second part of this series, we will explore what a mouse can teach us about a cheeseless path. In the third part of this three-part series, I will share with you the 5 reasons people stay on a cheeseless path. But first, in this episode, we will get clear on what it means to remain stuck on a stress-filled path. For if you don't realize what keeps you stuck, how can you ever get unstuck? Like many of you, I always prided myself on never giving up. That was my attitude, and that's how I operated. Except I found myself in an emergency room, which gave me pause and to think about, is really never giving up the best approach to have a happy, successful life? So now I want to examine with you how never giving up really is a very destructive, limiting belief. There are many reasons why billions of people suffer in uncomfortable situations for as long as they do. At the heart of all those reasons are limiting beliefs, specifically the ones that appear helpful and beneficial on the surface, but in fact damaging to your overall well-being. One of the most misunderstood and debilitating of those limiting beliefs is the one that tells you never give up. On the surface, not giving up does not seem like a limiting belief. Yet, when you look beneath the surface of any limiting belief, what you find is something far removed from being sensible or beneficial to your well-being. So how did such a destructive belief become universally seen as an essential belief to getting what you do desire? Regardless of your generation or culture, most of the world has been raised and educated to follow a designated path to guarantee life works out in your favor. While the window dressings of the path each of us takes in life will look different, there is a common theme we all share. That theme is to never give up. In whatever way it was told to us, another common theme is that if we give up, there's harsh consequences to face. Now, let's look at how this limiting belief of never giving up affects all generations. For many people, especially younger generations, getting off one path and trying another may come easily. This is especially true for those who were born into and have grown up in a world filled with unlimited potential and opportunities via technology. But what about those who are 50 plus years of age? Those who are 50 and older were not born into a world that resembles anything like the one we are in today. The stigma of trying new paths, especially when previous ones did not work, was rarely encouraged. In fact, the rules that many were told to follow for a good life involved staying on a path regardless of how difficult life became. If you didn't follow those rules, there was a good chance you would be shamed and blamed as a quitter. The degree of shame that came from leaving a specific path reinforced childhood trauma and forced many into staying in unhealthy situations for most of their life. While a desire for a better life was there, the resistance to change was so great and the fear of being shamed ran so deep, not giving up became a badge of honor for many. If you think that limiting beliefs have gone away because of older generations that have passed on, you will be very surprised. That is not true, and we're going to talk about that in the next slides. While younger generations may be more inclined to change paths, that does not mean they are not heavily influenced to sacrifice their well-being by staying on one path until it's successful. This influence comes from family and educators who remain unconsciously stuck themselves in life through limiting beliefs. Then there is social media. Social media is littered with highlight reels of other people's idea of happiness and success that are based on not giving up. While this may be inspiring on one level, what many are not seeing is the toll that excessive hard work, long hours, and staying on one path does to people. With a distorted perception of success and happiness, this leads to an unhappy work-life balance for both younger and older generations. To help you integrate what you're learning, I'd like now to guide you through an action item and 3 journal prompts. Create some time to consciously consider and observe the following. How many people do you directly know of in your life, be it family, friends, co-workers, or etc., who have suffered immense trauma through emotional, mental, physical, and financial challenges because they remained in one place for too long? Are you one of them? This could relate to a job, a living environment, relationships, or a combination of them. Once you have identified who these people are, move on to the journal prompt. Create some time after the episode to journal your answers to the following. 1. Detail the positive and negative effects not giving up has had on people you know, and start with yourself. 2. If you are adept at moving off difficult paths, write the reasons it is easy for you. And 3. If you struggle with making changes to a difficult path, write out ways you can begin making things easier for yourself. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and for more information on my online courses, please visit udemy.com and type my name, Joanie Marks, in the search box. And for the second of this 3-part series, we're going to look at what a mouse can teach us about a cheeseless path. And until then, please remember every morning, look in your mirror, smile at yourself and say, I am my own best friend, for I came into this world to be myself. For that I came. And thank you and all my best.